Alright, Smooth Brains, you have a project car that you want to make cool, but you lack the brain cells and the money to actually do the big stuff. Here's the top 10 easy car mods. I recommend doing these modifications first because these will enhance the feel, the performance, and the driving experience of your car. That being said, let's get into it. At number 10, we have brake pads and rotors. Now your stock pads and rotors are meant to last and be adequate for most people. But let's face it, you're not most people, because you enjoy going Mach Jesus down back roads at 3 a.m. You would be surprised how much of a difference brake pads and rotors will make. Aftermarket brake pads will bite better, slotted rotors will allow better pad off-gassing and keep the pad surface cleaner, and drilled rotors will manage temperature a whole lot better. Also, if you're after better brake pedal feel, you can swap out your stock rubber lines for braided steel ones. Do that, you flush out the entire system. Doing all this can enhance your braking performance to the point where you don't need a big brake kit anymore. Make sure you reach the full potential of your stock brakes before you waste a couple $1,000s on a big brake kit. At number 9, we have fog lights. These will help you out so much driving at night. You'll be able to see while it's raining, you'll be able to see wildlife easier, and your car won't look like a base model anymore. A lot of cars have OEM style kits that you can buy. Also the option of getting sealed beam kits if you want that rally look. Or you can do what I did. Go to Harbor Freight, grab some pod lights, and slap them on the front bumper. These aren't so bright to blind other drivers, but then at the same time, they're marginally brighter than the stock headlights. And believe me, it's a night and day difference. But if you really want to send it, you can put a light bar on your car. With a decent light bar, you'll be able to see absolutely everything. Just remember, depending on regulation, you may or may not be allowed to run one of these. At number 8, we have wheels and tires. Now this will drastically improve the feel and performance of your car. You'll be able to launch harder, take turns faster, and utilize your brakes even better. If you combine that with larger rims, that will decrease body roll caused by sidewall deflection. If you want your car to handle better, this should be the first modification you do, because now you're going to feel a lot more and the car's suspension is going to do what it's designed to do. A lot of these older cars have tiny 15-inch rims. Believe me, it is going to make one hell of a difference. At number 7, we have a strut tower brace. Your car's strut towers will actually flex a little bit during aggressive driving. You won't notice it too much with stock suspension, but once you switch up to something more aggressive, you will start to feel it. This is why we have subframe connectors and strut tower braces. The stiffer the body of the car, the better the suspension will be able to do its job. At number 6, we have an aftermarket radio. Stop dealing with your stupid auxiliary cassette thing. Go to Walmart, go to the automotive section, and grab a freaking radio. You can spend $20 on the most basic thing they got, or spend a little bit more on a pretty decent one with a touchscreen. Give me that pile of crap that's been sitting in your car for the past 40 years is not going to cut it. Nor is a Bluetooth speaker on the dash. Ask me how I know. Grab a radio, grab some decent speakers if you want to. For the love of God, don't use butt connectors and electrical tape. Do it the proper way. Solder and shrink tubing. Also, if you really want